okay, like you met on a shower, so then you don't say, okay, fine, you met on a shower and I married you, and a shower, continue being an Ashawo because I met you as Ashawo.
Yes.
No, because end of the day, basically,
It's for
exactly. So where do you draw the line?
She can come up with a business and make money from her audience.
She has a business. She sells. She has like a whole lot.
So why can't she just stop this acting?
Why do you want her to stop it? She's making more money.
But you're married. That's why you have to
It doesn't matter. It's not your marriage. It's not your wedding for crying out loud.
It's not.
It's the same thing. The same women wearing cultural attires and shaking their bodies for the titillation of a male-dominated audience.
But you're going to be comfortable with your husband taking nude shoots?
Because he's wrong.
And then tomorrow you come around and say men are scum. When you're giving them the room to be scum.
Welcome to Jsquad Entertainment. My name is Josh, aka Mr. Jsquad, and on my left we have
Coxie the brand.
Jordan. On my right we have.
I am Hayes.
Yeah. Atlanta Martins.
Alrighty, guys in the building. All right. Okay, we have a very interesting topic today, basically, which kind of centers around social media and people's lives and. So the question right now is that what is the boundaries that people have or should have in relationships? I know basically a lot of people who are in relationships or in marriage don't know what level of boundaries to be able to put that can actually differentiate between what a normal single person should be doing and what someone who in a relationship should be doing. For example, basically we have situations like with this artist, also not artist or Instagram model or influencer or whatever it is. What's her name? Janemena. Janemena basically, who obviously has been known for nya shaking. That kind of vibe and everything. And basically, obviously she got fans through that, nya shaking, that kind of vibe. And obviously it's nice to see, that kind of vibe. So a lot of people follow basically. I know when she started the whole nya shaking thing, I was tempted not to follow her. But then you keep seeing and people are posting everywhere and I beg, let me just see whether maybe tie that kind of thing, because always you see people interested in the whole thing and that kind of vibe. Oh, she's dancing with that kind of vibe. Obviously, men more interested in that kind of thing, and girls are commenting on, boy, I wish I could whine like this so I could shake, because she knows how to shake it properly. Then obviously now she got married, obviously, and then she paused for a bit because I think she obviously took in with the baby and all that kind of vibes and everything, and then now she's come out again with the same thing. Do you get? And a lot of people have been sliding into my DMs asking me, or just asking me to say a topic about this. Do you guys think it's something that is good to do? And obviously now there's also this whole thing that she did with Korra dancing and in the husband thing. I think we'll get more into that. But first of all, what do you guys think about the whole topic and in general? First of all, let's start with her basically in general. What do you guys like? What are your opinions about this whole thing basically?
She's not a nyashika. She's an erotic dancer. Erotic.
What's the erotic?
No. Let's get this straight, right? Mm-hmm. That she's an entertainer, mm-hmm. right? She has her crowd. She entertains people. First things first. What's the difference between what she does and what our parents did and our grandfathers did with their... No, I'm coming. Hold up. And what our parents did and our grandfathers did with their own culture. There's this thing, I don't know, there's this dance, Atilogo. I'm sure a lot of people do it. If you go to the villages, right, they literally dress the same way she does and dance. It's the same thing.
I don't know.
Really? Oh, so, okay, hold up. When last did you go to, a cultural event in your village?
Last year.
Oh, good. How long were the skirts that the women wear to dance?
They don't wear skirts, they wear wrappers.
Okay, good. How long were the wrappers? The ladies with the whole pearls and beads?
One thing I'm very sure that they were not topless.
Oh, I know they were not topless. Exactly. But how long was the top? It was a crop top, wasn't it? Literally, their titties hanging.
I have nothing about what she was wearing.
Oh no, yeah, exactly. So let's start from there. It's the same thing. The same women wearing cultural attires and shaking their bodies for the titillation of a male-dominated audience in the village. Everybody applauds it.
I don't think basically in the village. I don't know what village you are. What village
Okay.
you are basically.
We are from the same place.
Where are you from?
Yeah, exactly. From Popo.
Which this way?
We are from the same place. We are from the same place.
I'm also aware. I'm also aware
Okay.
that basically that in the village may have gone to have seen no. Hold on. Before that, that's a bobo.
What are you talking about?
Now, like I don't see how that basically that was the situation. People are going there and dancing topless or dancing in an erotic way.
Really?
In an erotic way.
Oh, yes, that's literally what they do. Like, women come out.
Okay, so what's your point with this village?
My
thing?
point with this village thing is that we are all castigating her for something that our parents and our ancestors enjoyed.
I like what you just said right now.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know about parents too.
No, I don't know
please,
really, I'm very sure your dad enjoys those village performances.
I don't know about that. I'm very sure about that. No. But my point basically, I talk about the fact that you said ancestor. That's probably time when we barely had clothes.
No.
Hold on. Because even before we got colonized and everything, we were literally around top, like barely having any that kind of vibes.
There you
We're
go.
not in that era anymore.
Really?
We're in that era more basically where I feel like basically, okay, let's bring it down to you basically. If you were in a situation basically where your girl or your wife, for example, was dancing on Instagram topless, shaking her booty for the whole world to see, that's something you're comfortable with.
Look, if I met her like that.
No, you're not.
Let's exactly.
With that, no. Before meeting her, like right now, yeah, you meet someone. And then, okay, even if you met her, you don't met her. Yeah, it doesn't matter basically.
Yeah,
that's what you're
make your
comfortable
point.
with.
Yes,
Please.
absolutely. If I met her like that and I fell in love with her like that, there's no way I'm going to try to stop who she is.
And then you're married to her, yeah?
Like, boom, Janemena is married to somebody.
Yeah, chill,
He's very
chill.
comfortable.
And you're married to her, yeah? And then you'll be very comfortable with your wife shaking her butt on Instagram.
Yes.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's the truth. No, see, this is my problem with people. This is my problem with people, right?
Okay.
You see Janemena doing her thing, shaking all her mama gave her, right? You fall in love with her, right? You fall in love with that, and with that attraction,
person who married her.
no, whoever, you fall in love with that, and then with that attraction, you start building emotions and feelings, and then you get married to her, and then you want to really. So if you did not want somebody who is shaking ass on Instagram, then don't marry somebody who is shaking ass on Instagram. It's that simple.
Okay, let's take it. I don't even want to say something or what. Let's keep it that thing.
Okay, so let me say something.
So I think it has to do with intention, you know? Why is she shaking her booty or doing whatever she's doing on Instagram, yeah? Probably doing it to gain, should I say,
Followers,
online presence, whatever, and then she found a way to monetize it, yeah? So she probably was doing that before she met her man. And I think the man is probably modern or wise enough to understand, okay, this is what she's doing, and there's always like a purpose, you know? She's not doing it, she's not selling her body. And even if maybe he thought that at first, but maybe they got to know each other and he realized, okay, this is just for show, you know? So if she found a way to monetize it, it's not really harmful to his relationship, his marriage with her, and they're okay with it. It doesn't really, most of the stuff online is basically content. You know, there are scripts, there are so many things, you know.
Well, bro, she's your wife.
I know, but exactly the point you're making right now. She's your wife. It's different. Like, you know, I feel like.
So you'll be very comfortable with your wife shaking her butt on Instagram.
Why? But he's okay with it. That's all that matters.
It's all about what the other person wants.
Whatever you have to say or I have to say, it doesn't matter. You're not married to her. He is married to her. So if she's doing whatever she's doing and she has continued to do that even after marriage and even after childbirth, then it obviously means that the man is fine with it. Besides, she's cashing out.
There you go. High five.
Dancing to fool herself. She's actually
So where do you-
making money
where-
from dancing. So it's fine.
So yeah, go ahead.
Yes, like where do you say, okay, this is where you have to stop? Where do you draw the line?
When my husband says this is where we draw the line,
So you
if
don't
my
know what your
husband
husband
is
says?
okay with whatever it is I am doing,
And if-
nobody else should have a
And
say.
if I can say, I feel like most of those videos, I feel her husband is even there. He even joins the videos sometimes. So if he has, I feel before they even got to the point of getting married, I will remember on her wedding day, she was like on him.
People twerk on their
Not the way Janemena did that wedding day. She was practically on the ground at some point, twerking and all that. So I feel like before they even got to the stage of saying, okay, are we going to get married and all that, they would have had that conversation. They would have agreed. If if you're saying, okay, I do not want you to do this, I do not think she's going to do all those things. I feel like she's going to say, okay, fine. There are two things. Either you stop or I stop, or we can't get married. That kind of thing. So I feel like we all have our different. The way you think is different from the way I think. The way you might not want your wife to twerk. You might stop her from the beginning. Okay. That's fine. That's you. But do not think that because you feel that way, the second person should feel that same way. Or do not also feel like because I do not want this thing to happen, this other person too should not want it. No. It's the way you think.
Okay, let me ask a question here. For you ladies. Okay, imagine you met your husband, or you meet your husband.
Probably a stripper.
Aha.
Let's say a model, yeah? And he's more of semi-nude model. He takes more of boxers and shirtless pictures. And then you like that and you got attracted to that nigga. Like that. You get married, you get what you want after meeting him for the first time, blah, 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 blah. You guys get married, and he's still into shoots like that. Are you going to be comfortable with that?
Okay, now my husband is a photographer.
Are you going to be comfortable with that particular man?
Yes. He takes nude pictures. There are people that's his profession.
So you don't think that there are other girls that want him the way you...
See, my dear, that is where...
You can't fight every girl in the world.
No, I'm not saying you should fight anybody. I'm saying, are you going to be comfortable?
It's not left for the man.
Naked or not, somebody is going to want him, whether or not he's naked. So he's doing...
So then why open yourself up to that situation, basically, of just getting that aspect? Because I feel like in every relationship, and I feel like obviously you'll be comfortable with what your man or your woman is comfortable with, basically. But I feel like the sense of value when it comes to, or pride when it comes to not having people not have access to what you... Okay, it's different when she's a single person and whatever, but I feel like basically when you're in a relationship, okay, fine, relationship, okay, you're married, mate. You have a kid. Do you understand? Like, basically, you've gone through that whole phase and everything, basically. Okay, let's go deeper into the whole thing. Okay, forget about shaking booty. Shaking booty is normal, basically. Everybody shakes booty. Yeah, I mean, girls. Girls and everything. People shake booty, but about the aspect though, okay, cool. Okay, you're literally going topless. Obviously, you're not showing your boobs and everything, but I'm sure she had the chance to. On Instagram and YouTube could allow her to do that thing. She'll probably do that, basically. But then, bring another girl into the whole picture. Dancing on your husband's bed. Okay, fine. I'm okay with people having their... You can probably have threesomes or whatever you want to do. That's okay, that's my problem. But I feel like there's any aspect that you just don't like put basically out on the platform. And what kind of values or things are you trying to bring out to show other people? You know, there's an aspect of basically the two of them basically sitting, squatting together, both topless. She does... Okay, what's her name again? Korra. She came out of a relationship. Marriage basically, and they got divorced because of what you said was because of what did you say? Was it
abuse? Abuse
or whatever, basically. And a lot of people are obviously beside that guy because her fault, like she was not really like, trying to like go all about clout and everything. And you come out of that kind of a relationship, you come out of that marriage, and then literally you're going to another man's, another person. Okay, fine, it's supposed to be your colleague in the industry, like who does the same twerking and dancing like you do. But then you're going to his house and doing the same shit. Okay, fine, you're entitled to do what you want to do privately, but why put that out online? What social ethics are you trying to put basically on trying to do that kind of shit? And what are you like? What is your main goal in aspect? I feel like, yeah, I understand your point. So you've met a person like this, okay, like you met on a shower, so then you don't say, okay, fine, you met on a shower and I married you, and a shower. Continue being a shower because I met you as a shower.
Yes.
No, because end of the day, basically,
it's for
exactly. So where do you draw the line? What do you draw the line?
Do you draw the line? Are we going to...
No, married to this guy for crying out loud.
I feel like the guy is not
Okay, yes, okay, let's say this, yeah? It's all about understanding. It's all about the person's the personality, yeah? Okay. I understand, okay, this is how I met my girl, but bro, like I'm married to this. I'm not that guy that came into your DM. No, excuse me. I'm not that guy that came into your DM because, okay, I saw you shaking your butt and I got attracted to it. Yes, okay, yes. On the long run, I got to fall in love with this person, and now you're my wife. You're my wife. You're no longer my girlfriend. And then you're still shaking your butt to the point where you're bringing another lady
into the picture, yeah.
To my match,
I feel like if you had that
just like, and then you guys.
I'm here with that kind of vibe and everything.
What is the guy in a room
for that whole
to go out
if the man
Yes,
had,
Possibly that could be happening.
Yes,
and they're probably comfortable with it. But my point, like what are the value ethics they're trying to publicize to do today? I'm sure right now. I checked online. I think it's no longer there again. Probably Instagram blocked it. To show you that basically, not
If you're responsible, how would you see that home?
Yeah.
If you're a responsible
it's
person.
the way you see.
No, if you're a responsible person, how will you look at that
For
kind
me,
of
I feel
home?
like if the man likes it, the man was actually there. Oh no, let's even assume that.
Yes, that is not acceptability. Okay, let's say
Now the man said, I want you, let's assume that was the man. Let's assume that it was the man that said, please come and twerk for me or whatever. You are a friend or whatever.
Online.
You
No,
were there.
Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think?
I feel it's
Do you know what I think?
content,
Do you know what I
like-
think? Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think? Yeah, I watch this video and I look at his face. He doesn't look like someone who actually really wants this kind of thing. He's like, okay, because she wants it. No, hold on. You can tell from body language and things like that. See, I'm not saying that that is 100% like the way it is, but I'm giving my own opinion on what I see. Do you understand? I see basic situation basically where a man basically who likes this girl, like, okay, it'd be like, do you know you can do something for someone because of the fact that you don't want to lose that person, you're trusted everything about that person, and because you fact that you don't want this to be a situation why you guys split up, you end up doing things because even things that you don't approve because you want to make her happy, so you don't get up or get in future. Do you know how many girls enter at DMs?
So are you trying?
Do you know what I mean? Do you know how many guys enter at DM trying to probably still need to get to not outside to her?
All right, hold up. Are you
You know what I'm
trying to infer that her husband is in an unhappy marriage?
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's not his point.
I'm saying,
That's not the point.
I'm trying to say basically that look, that the certain perspective basically where you go overboard doing something that you not normally do for the fact that you're trying to make the person you're with happy.
All right. So
Do you
he
understand?
had to.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
So let's say I meet you
Yeah.
and you're an actor. And in the movies, you kiss, you go naked, you do all of that stuff. And then we get married. And so do I expect you to stop acting, stop kissing, stop making out in movies because we are now married?
Now, yes. First of all, now it also depends on the context of the I said, now hold on. First of all, yeah, I know so many actors and actresses that have stopped kissing scenes, have stopped sex scenes. Hold on. And I know so many, and I know so many actors and actresses because of those things have broken up or divorced the person. Because let me like to basically when we're going to acting world basically, which I've always privileged at least being part of a little bit basically. Yeah, one thing I know basically is the fact that we're humans. You kiss somebody, forget the whole script and always whatever. There's a feeling that goes along with it. I know how many actors and actresses who have actually had sex with each other. No, there's a point to that because if that happens, your situation basically you're an actor and actress, and this we always get romantic scenes. There's a period basically. Come on, we're cuddling together.
So am I going to tell you to stop acting? That's what I'm trying to say.
No, you're not going to tell the person to
so
stop.
So is the husband supposed to say stop dancing?
No, he's not.
Supposed
No,
to stop
but you're
dancing?
going to use your sense
What sense?
to know when to draw the line.
Hey, there's no sense in that.
Let's use Banky W and Adesua as example.
That's a born again.
No. She's an actress. Bro, I can give her.
No, I want to hear it.
And they can give her a role to play. It is her choice to say, okay, I don't want to play this scene because.
So why is it?
When was the last time you saw Adesua kissing on the scene? When was the last time you saw her?
Adesua kissing anybody?
That's not my business.
It's not about business. When was the last time you saw Adesua
Beyonce
kissing?
got married. Has she not done movies where she's still kissing men? Jane,
Mention the movie, let's check it out. She doesn't.
I'm not talking.
Shaking hands is not a bad thing. Like
I'm not saying she's bad or not. No, at the end of the day, it's their thing. The husband can understand that, okay, maybe this is her life, yeah? But will you, as a person, be comfortable with your husband taking no pictures?
You can't.
That's why I'm asking you the question.
Comfortable.
You'll be comfortable.
Very comfortable.
And you will not have insecurities.
Yes, he does. He shoots. Yes, he shoots.
he shoots people, but like, it's different when you're shooting people, and then when the roles are reversed, and when you're also bringing someone else into the picture, basically, where you're also basically that kind of situation.
No, see, I've seen a scenario where someone will say, oh, do you take nude pictures? And he say, yes, he can take nude picture. And before you know, they do the shoots. He'll tell me he'll bring the shoot back.
And you
give your work and give the person back. It's not his business.
Are you comfortable about
I'm
it?
super comfortable about it.
So look, say, I think
That's I'm comfortable. I won't say stop stopping anybody. Because most of these guys, for his kind of job, he takes a lot. Guys, how many hours did you go to a studio to take picture? But girls, he takes girls every week, every day. You want to say
Private in a private studio, abi?
yeah, he has a studio, of course.
They're naked together.
Are you comfortable as a married woman? You're comfortable with it.
With the fact that your guy is literally.
See, the truth is that the truth is that I trust my man. I know what my man can do.
Exactly. You think that you're also putting him in a situation basically where I'm not saying not his job. I'm not saying not his job. Don't you think?
Let me ask a question.
Let me ask a question. In a situation basically where he can actually fall under temptation and do something.
So let me ask a question. This is true. Question. Now, I'm not the one saying, you was snap this girl. It's his job. So he's saying that I should not tell him, babe, this thing you're doing. I don't like
It is not about you complaining. It is not have to complain about it.
Income. It doesn't have to just new picture. You can make money without new else.
Yes, no, you can now.
So he's
Bring that money for new picture.
if his wife is okay, is that not all that matters?
I'm not saying he's not okay with this. I'm saying the fact that you be okay with this. I'm saying you be okay with it. Doesn't it mean the fact that basically that you're also putting your guy in a situation basically where you will be the one day crying one day?
See, see, the truth is that I trust my man. Exactly. I trust my man so much.
You can trust somebody so much, but not the fact that you put him in a situation where
It doesn't stop the person from doing what he's going to do. If he's tempted to do it.
If he wants to do it, that
okay, you don't mind him doing it.
You don't mind him doing it.
I know he won't do it. I know he won't do it.
Say
No, you cannot say that. That's me. That's me. No, you can't think for me. You can't say that. It's me. It's his job.
We're not judging Jane. Let's put it that way. We're not judging. We're trying to.
Who don't dance on social media, who don't dance naked, but they still cheat on their husbands and are still sleeping with different men every day. Exactly. Same thing. Why are we judging her?
We're not judging.
Don't use the word judge. Don't use the word judge. Well, you know, and give my own opinion basically on how I feel basically she's presenting herself socially. Do you understand? And the question was, where's the line that you draw? Where you draw the line, that's where. So it's not a judge. Basically,
As a husband, where do you draw the line?
For me, as a wife, if you want to draw the line,
You have to have a discussion.
Exactly.
It's not something that you put out there and say the whole world should follow this way. This is where we draw a line. So it depends on the couple. If they are fine with this, it doesn't mean even if the whole world is fine with this way, they are both fine with this. That's cool.
So I feel you draw the line on your wedding day. If you can't cross it, then don't marry. If you can cross it, hey, by all means marry. But then again, you said something. Put yourself in her scenario where if her husband blah blah. If I'm to put myself in Janemena's husband's scenario where I have a lot of money, I look good, I'm comfortable, my wife is bombshell. No, listen to me. Continue. I'm inferring. No, continue. I'm saying if. Yeah, you have a lot of money, you look good, you have everything. No. I said, that's what I said if, right? If. Conditional statement. Okay. If I have a lot of money, I look good, my wife is bomb ass as hell, and then one day I'm at home, and my wife comes in with her friend and they're topless and twerking for me. Hey, sign me up, I love it.
Okay, that's one part.
That's the truth.
Now go to that part where he doesn't have money. You've said where he has money. Now go to that part where he doesn't have money.
Basically, they look very comfortable in their marriage. So.
We've lost it at this situation.
It's personal.
If he has money, that's the point where you make it. Go to the other part.
I don't think if I was broke, I would nail a girl like Janemena. So that's it. We'll not even be speaking in the first place. If I was broke.
He even made.
Okay, so basically you think that basically he has money, basically that's
I'm saying if. I'm saying. First things first, if I was broke, I would not even marry.
Okay, wait.
I know where we're going.
I just want to say that I could go.
Yeah.
Who got this very hot ass chick, Kardashian from wherever he got her to Lagos, and when she found out he wasn't as rich, probably he saw the whole stuff. He was an actor, rich, and she doesn't know shit. and she comes down here, finds out, okay, this guy is struggling. We are eating Indomie morning, afternoon, and night. And where is his wife right now with his son?
I have no idea.
They are divorced. She's moved on.
Look, see.
Well, I guess you always get to a point where,
Breaking point, eh?
yes, where I can't handle this thing anymore.
You will be surprised.
What if
You will be surprised her husband's breaking point. It might not even be all of this. It might be something.
He's seen as a well-to-do guy, basically, or basically he was married, like you said, basically assumed basically he's a well-to-do guy. Because I feel something.
What he put
Hold on.
That's how I see
the one point you guys made,
it.
and I want to
Boils
say,
down to
you
him.
said that she's making her money from that, because I feel like if he's well-to-do, what the hell?
Down. I'll give you whatever money you want.
But she can also be happy doing that.
Come on, man.
You have to understand that there's something called integrity, guys.
But she just wants
You
to
know,
make
you
her
just
own
know
money.
where to stop.
Wanting my own money.
You
I feel like,
can see. She can come up with a business and make money from her audience.
She has a business. She sells. She has like a whole lot.
So why can't she just stop this narrative?
Why do you want her to stop it? She's making more money.
Oh, you're married. That's why you have to
It doesn't
stop it.
matter. It's not your marriage. It's not your wedding for crying out loud.
It's not
your marriage.
It's not
It's
about your
literally not
It
your
is not
marriage.
about mine.
You cannot tell her. Look, honestly, you cannot tell somebody.
You know what it means to be a wife
See,
or
hold
a
on.
husband?
The best way to.
Let's see what they're saying. We're just talking
It's
about
not
it.
multiple streams of income. Multiple
Bro.
streams of income.
Bro.
You can't tell me where I'm supposed to get my money from just because you don't like it.
No.
There's some people, hold up. There's some people that frown on sport betting. If you tell them anything about sport betting, it's crap, it's demonic. But people make a lot of legit money from it. There's some people there's some people that frown on makeup. Like to them, makeup is demonic. But people make a lot of money from it. You can't, if you tell that man that doesn't like makeup, you say, oh, he would never like his daughter or wife or cousin to do makeup because in his head it's evil. But people make legit money from it. Doing dirty jobs, making clean money. You can't tell Janemena just because she's married now, her husband has money or whatever her husband that she should quit.
So you don't think? I think there's one point that you guys made in the beginning of the show where you said that one of the reasons why would she stop herself making money from that? Okay, now understand the situation basically when she's an upcoming person growing, where she's trying to do as much as possible to get enough followers.
Get
She
followers.
has enough followers to do anything, any business at all, and make it.
So
And she can do any. She can sell any product, do any other thing. She can put her own podcast channel, do whatever she wants to do.
So sorry,
And
I'm directing this question.
That's not hard.
So where do you draw the line as a man?
I feel like her husband would draw the line for. Like,
for you.
like he will say, babe, I don't want you to do this anymore.
So as a wife, you don't know when to stop
No, see.
and do other things.
Why are you trying to force her to do
We've
that?
lost it, bro. We've lost it.
See, look, this morality thing.
See, bro, we've
is
lost it.
also-
As a generation, we've lost it, guys.
I will not go and shake my ass out
No,
here.
you will not go and shake your
I
ass.
won't-
But you're going to be comfortable with your husband taking nude shoots.
Because he's not
And then tomorrow you come around and say men are scum. When you're giving them the room to be scum, and be scum bags.
I think you want to say something.
I won't do it because I don't like it.
I don't understand, guys.
Hold on, there's something they call sacrifice, okay?
What sacrifice is
There's
that?
what they call sacrifice. So when it comes to
Guy, I don't
So
understand.
listen, when it
I'm
comes to
listening, bro.
money, there are things you do that on a normal day you would not do. But you're broke, so you fucking have to do it to make money, you know?
But who's broke?
People.
Okay,
broke.
Okay, let's use the word broke.
Issues. You have financial issues.
Low
You need
funds.
Money. Or you need a career. You don't even know where you're pointing towards your life. But based on society, there's way more. Okay,
Let's use the word broke.
Look, let's go the typical way. Women sleeping with men for money and Yahoo boys.
Okay.
Do you understand? So boys fraud a lot of, most guys fraud a lot of people and get money. You understand? They need to survive. So they do that. It's a sacrifice. They are willing to take a sacrifice to make money, yeah? So, and then the woman part, you know what I'm talking about. So on the Janemena part, probably I feel if she had, for example, $10 million in her account, do you think she'd be twerking for...
No, from what you guys are saying,
Bro, so,
from what
bro,
you guys
what
are
you
saying,
guys are saying-
so you guys are saying now that basically now that
That
she's
it is
broke,
okay.
and because she's broke, that's why she's actually doing those things.
They don't look, they are not broke.
I feel why she's
or not having a lot of money.
Okay, why is she dancing like...
For me, I feel why she's doing what she's doing or shaking her ass or doing what is what she likes doing. That's how Shaz be.
So the question is, where do you draw the line? So now you are married, so where do you draw the line?
You can dance in front
When
of
do you
your husband
stop?
privately.
If she wants
a wife.
Be a public
if she
thing.
wants to
Where do you stop? When do you stop as a wife?
see, that's what I'm saying. For Janemena to be like that doesn't mean I
It is
will
not
do
about
like
her
this.
husband being okay. He might not be talking about
Now
it,
he's
yeah?
saying marriage.
He might not be talking
You're
about
putting
it,
it as
yeah?
a common word.
No, he might not be.
Yeah, you're saying marriage.
There's a very simple question. Solve all this shit. So, for example, now let's say you want to make money, right? There's basically moral things. No matter how you have to look at stuff, there's rules that society follows. That is moral. So, for example, if you have a daughter, for example, and she's like, "Oh, I'm going to school. You know what? My passion is to twerk." And let's say in reality, twerking brings money. So you tell her, you know what? If you want to twerk, don't go to school no more. Just let's take the twerking classes and you twerk till you grow up. So you tell her to forget because twerking makes money. It's a sure way to make money. So would you tell your daughter, okay, you know what? Let's forget about school since it's not your passion.
It's more like
It's what
saying
makes you happy.
it's
You
more
can't
like
twerk
saying
till
it's
you
more like
grow
saying
up.
Ashawo
Would
being
you
Ashawo gives
give
you
her
money.
that?
Quit
So it's
school
not
and be an
like it's wrong,
Ashawo.
but by
Quit
moral-
because be an
Now,
Ashawo.
then I'm going to be comfortable too.
My daughter, be an Ashawo, be a very good Ashawo. No, we're trying to say with values. We want to use values now and everything because exactly moral compass because. No, moral compass because end of the day, I feel like as a parent, basically, you got to know. Obviously, you're me an example. You said that okay, would you think that because there's a sure way of making money? Basically, you're going to say okay, why don't you just quit school and go for the sure way? Don't
You stop.
See, so my point is here.
Content, so when do you
whether I like it or
stop?
not, yeah, there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people. Wait, hold on. There are a lot of people right now that basically have had who have started doing particular content, and they outgrew that content and started going to other content. And see, the one thing about Instagram or having your social network and everything, once you get to a particular point, you become don't become boring. Still, even if you don't become still, you're a big person. You can change. You can decide now because you have the followers to do. Now,
You can come up with any business.
Let's use Janemena for example now. She has how many millions followers? When last there was a point that she don't post it at all. And when she posts, her 100 people will come and she's still making the money. She's doing films. She's doing whatever. Okay. But okay, I can count different categories of people basically that have done the situation. But I mean, like, it gets to a point where you're hustling. And I understand you're hustling. You're trying to build your followers. She has enough. She has enough right now at the point where you can say, I can start to choose something else that's more valuable to my marriage, my person, social.
Some just happened right now, and all of a sudden, he's not doing that anymore. He's an actor. He has.
Same thing is this Potako girl, Tacha.
Yeah, Tasha, yeah.
Tacha, remember Tacha?
Yeah,
She
yeah.
used to twerk and all of that. She went to Big
Exactly,
Brother,
and then she
made
stopped.
money, and then she stopped.
Exactly
now that's
my point.
Now that's Tacha. That's how you cannot just use. You can,
No. You cannot say that's Tasha.
No, you cannot say
that's
that.
Tasha.
No,
If
she
she
cannot say
wants to
that's
keep
Tasha.
doing that, she can keep doing that.
Exactly, but she chose to stop.
Exactly.
Bro,
You said it.
Bro,
He has
bro.
said everything. He said
If
you want to
if she wants to keep doing that, she'll keep doing that.
That's
So the question is, where do you draw the line?
when you don't want to
She's not-
do
She
again.
stopped because of her personality, because of where she has gotten to.
So are you saying
So
that?
where do you draw the line?
There are bigger personalities that still twerk.
She stopped because of her personality,
hold
because
on.
of where she has gotten to.
That's
If we're going to talk about that,
That's the same way.
So imagine as a wife. Okay, yes.
Okay, now see.
Like it's such a don't make it look like it's not important being a wife.
important.
No, don't make it look like no. So don't make it look like it's not important being a wife. You're not a girlfriend that I can break up with tomorrow.
You're like a whole different being.
Yes, you're a whole different being.
You are. No, you change certain things of it.
No, listen. If I'm a dancer today and I get married, it doesn't mean I stop being a dancer because I'm somebody's wife. I still have my personality, and I still.
Erotic dancer, basically social. When you have the platform to do more than what you can do. She has the followers. She has everything that she wants to do. Basically, she has the stage. She has the
I
audience.
decide what I want to do with my platform. You can't tell me what.
Her husband is not disrespect. He doesn't feel disrespect. How do you know that her husband is not respected?
Okay. Do you know the
Exactly. You can't choose anybody.
How do you know it's happy for it?
If she's twerking and doing all that, and the husband is fine with it, it's cool. But we don't know if he's fine or if he's not fine with it. You get?
How other husbands feeling?
Knowing the fact that, no, wait, hold on, wait. Hold on. Knowing the fact that, how that wives feel.
Are you going to tell me that you don't watch her videos and sometimes you feel like, okay, this girl, I feel like bang this girl. Do you feel that way? Do you so imagine the number of guys in that woman's, that lady's
Every woman, if we're going to talk about
put yourself in a man's shoe that, okay, this is my wife, and she's doing this thing.
If we are going to toe that line, whether you are married or unmarried, as a woman, every day you step out, there are millions and thousands of men that want to go. You can be wearing jalabia all day.
Again, you now make yourself less accessible, basically, by putting value to your
It is inevitable. Men wanting women sexually has nothing to do with their attire or what they do on Instagram. It is inevitable.
What about the woman?
What about the woman?
Or the man? Let's not make it look like
there's one
just
thing,
talking about.
there's one thing you
women.
guys said about Tasha, for example. Now, I'm happy you brought that up because you're a very good example.
Yeah, perfect example.
No, because she was in a situation basically before she became famous and became everything. She was doing what she was doing? Twerking and all that stuff and everything, and shaking and everybody. And she got that and everything. People go viral. Was she a backup? What
I think she had that Davido tattoo.
That made her
personal abuse and all of that.
Abusing her, that why she got that tattoo and everything. And from there, Big Brother came out basically. And then she went for the
casting.
She didn't win. She didn't win. She won't go evicted. She got followers. Pretty much the same followers that this girl has right now. Is she doing that right now?
So what's she doing?
Wait, hold on.
No, chill. So what's she doing right now?
Not like she can't do that, but she got to a point.
How do you rate her now?
Hold on. She got to a point where she looked at herself and be like, why is like I'm bigger than this kind of thing.
Do you understand?
Why am I doing that?
Sorry, let me say something.
Now she's
See,
Let me say something.
I believe
Tasha, when Tasha was before Tasha even got into the house, she was doing the whole booty thing, being all naked and everything.
Smoking,
then when she now
drinking.
got into the house, I remember very well that she was totally different from what she was even doing. People now noticed that she wasn't even actually getting naked anymore, even with the fame she had, like her being into the show. So I feel like she was doing all those things now because for content.
My point, I make you understand, which I agree. For example, I keep forgetting what Janemena basically. I say Janemena. Janemena basically, for example, like you said something, and she was doing that for content. She was doing that to pursue a particular crowd. Now that crowd has come. Do you understand? Before I used to be a dancer. Hold on. Before I used to be a dancer, I used to dance. I used to be my Jsquad before was a dance crew. Do you understand? We used to dance and go on the street and everything, that kind of vibe. It got to the point when I not got the quarter crowd. I said, let me advance into something a bit more this thing. No, hold on. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing or whatever. I'm saying that it gets to a point where you sit down and be like, okay, cool. I'm more mature. How can I be able to do something that can also reflect on the kind of person I am, the age I am, and also the people around me? Because whether you like it or not, basically, there's a respect that people give to you when you're married.
On yourself as a person.
How do you think?
For crying
Exactly, no, which is not a problem.
When they're done dancing and taking their money, they go home.
That's different. Because
What are you talking about?
Do you know why that's different? People are married. They are hustling for money, yeah? And that is their daily bread. Do you get me? They can get married to them and agree that they want to keep on being strippers. Now, that's an occupation that they're doing basically for stripping. Now, this is for social media.
This one is not doing it for...
No, hold on. This is for social media. You get your followers. You know how social media works. You make content, you get your followers, you get your clout and everything. When you have the particular amount of followers you have, you can now decide on what kind of content you want to create.
What if
kind
I
of
get
things
1
do you want
million
to do?
followers and I decide I want 2 million? You get 2 million, you decide you want 3 million. It's never enough.
but
You have
it's
to
more
make
money,
it's more
do
influence.
it. She's trying to make money. I don't doubt this you're saying.
Her husband in court doesn't have money.
It's not about her husband's money.
Why you bothered about whether he has money or not?
It's not about whether he has money. Because
She has her own personality. She has her own profession.
Yeah, just like what
She
I
has
said.
what she's
I said
trying
I
to do.
will not mind.
Janemena she's an individual.
If my husband decides to do something, I won't mind. If it brings it to the table to say, oh, babe, I want to do this, what do you think? I'll say, oh, okay, why not do it like this? Why not do it like that? That is my own opinion to what he wants to do. Now, it's now left for him to decide if he wants to do it or not. That's how I see it. It's just that he has to, if I say no, if I come out now and say, no, I don't want you to do this thing, he will say, okay, that's fine, I'm not doing. If he wants to tell me, okay, fine, he's not doing it, that is him. It is his decision. It's just that he has asked me,
it has been discussed.
We talk about it.
It has been talked about. Like communication.
I feel like for her husband, for me, I feel like for her to still be dancing, I do not know what happens inside the house. Nobody actually knows what happens inside the house.
Exactly.
Nobody even knows. Even if maybe she's dancing alone and the husband is behind the camera doing the whole thing and saying, no, you didn't do it. Because doing content self is even hard normally.
Exactly.
So that shaking of bone, maybe she should have done it 3 times, 4 times before she even gets the perfect one. So now, if at all she has decided that, oh, this is the route I want to take. For me, I feel like her husband would have at least said, okay, fine, I want you to take, or I like it, or I want to do it. You saying you do not like it is you not liking. I can decide to say I want to shake bomb on the husband and say no. I will say no, I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it. I won't do it.
There are different aspects. For my opinion, obviously, I feel like different aspects. I feel that is making the husband okay with this. Number one, wait, let me put my points. One, the fact that she's a hot cake. She shakes her she shakes her nyash on public. There are thousands of people in that DM. I can guarantee that part. They know that without a doubt. You girls know, girls being girls, normally you have DM. They're shaking your nyash like that in that erotic way. Guys that all are followers because of that nyash and whatever. So they're going to be in your DM straight up. The people with money, way times 10 or more than their husband. Who more money. So I think basically, for my opinion, I think he's just allowing that to happen so he doesn't lose her. Because it feels like basically that look, there are people in this DM. If I don't sharp up, this girl can do and leave me.
Her like that. He
I'm not
fell in
saying,
love
I'm
with
not
her
saying,
like
but
that.
do you know
He married her like that. He had a child.
Okay,
with her like that.
let's not
What
make
are
it
you
look
guys
like we are talking about
Costume.
how the guy is going to feel.
Okay, so hold on.
No, let's not make it look like we're talking about how the guy is feeling right now. As a person, you're married. Are you saying that you don't know when to stop certain things?
Stop what?
No, I'm not talking about Janemena. I'm just saying as a no, we're talking about being a wife right now,
It's
yeah?
very simple.
Are you saying that you don't know when to stop certain things? Knowing that this is going to give a room for disrespect, divorce, fights, quarrel, insecurities.
But the divorce has not happened yet.
Until it happens.
Do you know that? Do you know the current? Do you know the current rate of divorce
If
in
they are going to
Nigeria?
get divorced, they will get
Do you know the current
divorced.
rate of divorce in Nigeria?
No,
It's not
let's
Janemena's
not
fault.
look at it like from how you look at it now. When you're single, you have a choice to live your life anyway. Okay, hold on. But when you get married now, whether you're a guy or a woman, you get married, you can't make decisions based
On your
how
own.
you feel alone.
Yes, you have to ask your partner.
It's now
You don't even have to ask your partner.
No, for me, you have
You
to
just
ask
need to use your head.
No, two of you have to. Yes, thank you. I love that word.
Now, when you have to come to terms, there are two people. Somebody must be the head and somebody must be the tail. You cannot be equal. And as nature and society will have it and morals, the man has to be the head. If you girls want to be the head, no bother, be the head, make the money and everything, be at home, take care of children, give us money, let's go and do our nails. You understand? So, but now, normally, the man is the head, which I feel is natural. I'm not saying that's how it should be, but I'm just by society. So, if the man is the head, basically, the guy tells you, you know what, I'm not comfortable with you shaking your ass online. You understand? Even if it's what you want to do, you're not a single person no more. You choose to get married. You understand? So, this guy's decision has to play a part in your own decision. Both of you have to come to terms. If he says no and you view him as the head, then you have to, take like a sit back, like
What's it called?
I'm going to
Compromise.
Compromise.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not what
the
I
word.
want to do, but I'm married. It's a
Exactly the
responsibility.
point I'm trying to make here.
But if it's, I don't know, because we have so many, I identify as this and that and whatnot.
Woke.
So you can just be the man of the house, no one like be the man of the house. You can be a woman and be masculine. You understand? There's between a man, a woman, and being masculine and feminine. A woman can be like, I make more money, I'm going to be masculine, so I make the rules. That's fine. You as a man, you're fucked up. Why not make more money? Be in that marriage and be the feminine bitch. So no other. So if you want to be the man, you're the man making more money, you tell your woman what to do.
Exactly.
If she doesn't want to obey, then you can choose, okay, you know what, I leave this man. And you're the woman, you choose like, okay, I'm going to check my card. Is it worth it? Do I really want to shake this yash forever and lose my husband?
Exactly.
Or do I want to keep my husband?
So can you agree with me? Can you also agree with me the fact that it's been allowed because of the fact of fear of the fact that if he keeps on insisting that she shouldn't do that, there's a possibility he might lose her.
You can't tell.
No, but can we say there's a probability? There's a high probability on that case.
You can't
No, you can't say that because
you can't tell.
you can't say probability basically.
No, we cannot say that.
Okay, but
You can't be able to answers.
agree?
Give me back your answers basically.
Based on logic.
But this is the
Based on
logically.
logic. So let's remove logic because sometimes in marriage there's actually love. and love deletes logic. So the man might just be foolish enough in love, and just be like he doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to lose her. That's why that's
All
happening.
logic out the window and be like, you know what? I'm just gonna let her have her way, even if it's not the right thing to happen.
Because that happens a lot in marriage and relationships.
And it happens vice versa. Not just one way.
Of course, that's a relationship. Yeah, of course.
Having the issue and
Or the woman have the same thing. Yeah.
Husband to be a certain way, and believe me, as there are women, there are actually ways husbands should be, which most men are not. Faithful. Most men are not faithful. So you get that. So it's vice versa. It happens both ways. So I'm not really pro man, pro woman, but yeah, it's just basically how it's supposed to be.